You want to be skinny. You don't want to work so hard to do it. Let me tell you, okay? I've been complaining too much on this channel. I've been saying such negative things. I thought, why? Might as well share something that can benefit anybody who's interested, okay? So I'm going to tell y'all how to be skinny today. And first things first, this is not a video to be like, you got to eat less, you got to work out more. No, it's actually the opposite. This is how to stop overeating all the time and holding on to all of that, okay? Like, this is more of a psychological reworking, okay? And this is not meant for anyone who's like really in it. Like, no. Like, it is meant for people who are in it, because I'm trying to tell you, like, you need, how to get out is by doing less, okay? Let's begin. My whole life, I felt like I would overeat because I feel like my parents overate, okay? Especially one of them. So I was never a skinny kid. I was never a fat kid. I was never really a chubby kid, but I was always like, I was never thin, and I was never like my BMI was a little bit over all the time, you know? And even if I was active, even if I wasn't, like, I, you know, like, and my weight would fluctuate because, you know, first of all, I'm a girl. Second of all, I have PCOS. You know, my periods are regular. Like, my hormones are like this, okay, 6, 7. And I remember always trying to, like, eat less and work out more, and always, like, in that heavy balance and trying whatever I, you know, and to the point where it was, like, literally my whole life. Like, I spent so much of my time focusing on eating healthy foods and working out so much to the point where it was unhealthy. And I also wasn't seeing any results, you know what I'm saying? So then I got to university, and then I started using the gym, and then I started really liking going to the gym, and I would go to the gym like 5 to 6 times a week. And I was also like heavier. Like, there were times in university where I was like really heavy for myself. Like, not really heavy, but like there was something going on. Like, I was like really inflamed, or like some PCOS thing was going on, or I was just stressing out my body too much because my face was like blown up like a balloon, and I was like swelled up if I look at old photos of me. And then at times it wouldn't be the case, but then at times it would be. And I was just trying everything under the sun. And then one summer, 2024 summer, that was the summer I became skinny, okay? And the summer of 2024 was one of the first summers, like, I didn't have access to, like, working out all the time, because I was working, and even though the place had a gym, like, the timing never worked out. And also I was like super tired and exhausted after work. And then I went on vacation, and I was like with my family, and there was like no gym. Obviously we were walking, but like I was going from like working out 5 to 6 times a day to not doing that and just walking and having fun and enjoying my time. And I literally lost like 20 pounds that summer. And let me tell you why. It's because I realized a couple things. First of all, every time I was eating like it was the last time I was gonna eat, which like it wasn't, like, God forbid it was, but like it wasn't. And I was acting like that my whole life, and you're probably acting like that too. Like, you gotta eat everything off of your plate, or when you're at a restaurant, like, oh my gosh, like, I need to eat up, you know, and finish my plate, you know, I really gotta devour it. Actually, you don't. Like, that's the whole thing. Like, you're like eating it up. Like, you're working so much, but you don't need to be doing that, okay? Because when you get full, that can be it. And if you're like, I'm gonna miss out. No, you're actually not gonna miss out, because you can always go back to that restaurant. You know what I'm saying? And like, oh, what if you're on vacation? If it was really that important to you, you can always go back to that restaurant, okay? And you can always package up the food, you know? Like, you're not letting yourself be full. You're like letting yourself go crazy because you think it's the last time you're gonna eat, because I don't know, like maybe someone in your family was like starving back in the day, and then you carry that with you, and like that's now you're acting like that, but that's not the case. And so you're wondering, like, why do I act like this? It's because you're acting as if like you're starving and you're never going to eat again, and that's why you always do that to yourself. But you need to like actively tell yourself and talk to yourself and say, like, I'm full, I don't need to finish the food on my plate. One thing is, food waste is one thing, but in this process of like trying to heal it, your like overeatingness, give yourself the grace to food waste, okay? Because I'm telling you, like, once you get over this period, there won't be food waste, because you'll know how to proportion things properly. And also, like, let's say you go to a restaurant, you'll be okay to be like, I'll take it home and I'm not going to eat it right out of the box sitting there, you know? Like, you'll be able to package it and actually eat it the next time you're hungry. So that is one thing. Like, you need to actively be telling yourself, like, the food will be here tomorrow. The food will be here 2 hours from now, 3 hours from now. I can always come back to this restaurant. I don't need to stuff my face with it. Like, it will be back. And when you say that, it's like, then I don't really need to freak out over saving and like devouring it up, because there's going to be some left. You know, scarcity mindset. We got to cut that out. Next, like I said, I always was active. I was always working out. And then when I got to like working out 5 to 6 times a week, and I was pushing myself so hard, and it's like when I finally stopped doing all that, working out so much, that's when I literally was not stressing my body out, because it was stressful for me to be one, like, oh my gosh, I gotta make it to the gym. I gotta have enough time for the gym. I don't have enough time for the gym, but I gotta go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? And then also like heavy lifting and heavy weights, like all the time, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that is stress on your body, especially the female body, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to relax. We cannot shoot up our stress levels, because that's gonna make things worse. Okay, work out because you enjoy it, but not because you're forcing yourself to do it, because when it becomes stressful, girl, your body's gonna hold on to that, okay? So that summer, when I was just frolicking around Portugal and Miami and just eating a bunch of delicious food and just, you know, tiptoeing, walking around, getting my steps in, but not going like this, that's when the weight shed, because I wasn't putting so much stress on my body. So if you are just constantly like doing things and, you know, I gotta finish this food, or I gotta get my protein in, and I gotta go to the gym, it's like, when it becomes like that, that's stressful, and you're not gonna see results there. Because the whole reason why you're not seeing any results, other than like super underlying medical conditions, I'm talking about people like me, where it's like, you got people in the family who overeat and feel like, you know, someone was starving, and now like you kind of have that mindset too. It's like, no, like, you can sorry, you can tell yourself, the food will be here tomorrow. I don't need to finish the whole thing if I'm full. You can tell yourself, I went to the gym yesterday. I'm going to let my body rest today. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're doing too much. That's why you're not seeing any results. You know, maybe you thought I was going to say you got to do this, and no, I'm saying don't stop doing this and stop doing that. And like actually relax and let your body be, and heal this vicious cycle of like constantly holding on to the food and constantly trying to like energize it out. It's like, no, like, you need to be stable. Your body has to be in like some kind of calm state, and then your body's going to get used to realizing that there's going to be food, and I don't need to work out all the time. You know what I'm saying? Once your body gets used to that, it's going to be normalized, and now you can eat freely. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to that point, okay? Like my hands, my wrists, they never looked like this. They were always like much bigger. My cheeks were like this big. And I would eat nothing, and then I would eat a lot, you know? Now it's like, I eat when I'm hungry and I stop when I'm full. And it doesn't matter what it is, and it doesn't matter when. And that's crazy because I never thought that I could get to that point. And you probably think you could never get to that point. You probably think it will never happen to you. You're probably like, no, girl, you just got lucky. No, I'm telling you, you have to pull back and just calm down and stop doing too much and stop letting that control you to the point where, like, gotta get my protein in. Can't mix these foods together. Can't eat. Now I'm eating too much. If I don't finish this plate, like, I'm gonna be wasting food, or like, I don't know, like, who knows what I'm gonna eat next? No, you just tell yourself the next time you're gonna eat. You can tell yourself, I'm literally gonna have breakfast tomorrow morning, you know? And then with the whole working out thing, it's like, I gotta go to the gym, I gotta push myself. It's like, do that if you want to, but the moment it becomes like, oh, I can't do this right now, it's like, okay, then, like, is this workout even worth it if you're just stressing yourself out? It's almost like you're undoing all the work. You know what I'm saying? It needs to be enjoyable. So that is my TED Talk to you. So